Are we rolling?
Yeah.
We are. Okay, we should start then.
Well, are we ready to go behind the scenes?
We're rolling.
We're rolling. All right.
Wrapped
So
and
the
ready
soft
to go.
Intro has started.
The
soft intro. Now we need the full intro. Johnny, do our
Hey.
intro.
You want me to do it?
You're the.
Yeah.
What are you
What's the name
talking
of the
about? You
podcast?
do
You're
the
the host.
intro.
You're the host.
You're the host.
Volume.
Hey, everyone. Hi, my name's Johnny Pemberton. Welcome to The Volume. Today, my guests are these guys. They all know each other, and they're friendly, but sometimes they argue, and it's going to be just fine because I am in control of the volume. If I turn it up, you follow with me. If I turn it down, you shut the hell the fuck up.
There we go. Wow. Good intro.
Volume.
Great to be here. So, guys,
We need
what can
a
you tell me
moderator.
about this new project you're working on with Del Sullivan?
It's actually falling apart.
It is, okay.
He's suing us now.
He is, okay.
Yeah,
So that didn't work out,
no,
did
it didn't
it?
work out.
That flew over my head.
What about Carlos Mantini?
Yeah, we're excited about that project.
yeah.
We think we're all going to become really rich from that one.
Did you hear what happened with Scrooge McDuck?
Yep. No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, what
actually.
happened?
He says yes.
You haven't heard
I'm
about
just yes-anding over here.
Oh, he just had an accident with his coins.
Oh, did he
yeah.
dive in and didn't
Yeah.
go through?
He didn't go.
The reality happened.
He failed to believe that they were it was water.
It was
and
liquid enough.
It's like the Matrix.
It's
or
the
something
belief.
like that.
Twist his ankle.
Belief.
He'll go through.
He only got halfway in and got stuck.
Yeah, he's just stuck.
For those at home who don't know, this is Johnny Pemberton, our
those at
guest
home?
for today. Big show coming out with you on it.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about that yet?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Okay, because when I did your podcast, it was secret at the time.
Right.
Because you were going to do
It's
it.
taking forever because we shot it so long ago, and also there's just multiple strikes and everything.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The strike's happening. Fallout, the new TV show on Amazon, the video game TV show.
What's that? April
12th, right?
Actually, it's 11th now.
Oh.
I don't
it
know
moved
why
up a
how
day?
that works, but I guess it's 11th now.
I watched the trailer last
Yeah.
night, and that's it.
What do you think?
It was awesome. I mean, I
It does
love
look
that
good.
video game. So
Yeah.
The trailer got 18 million views.
I mean, the trailer.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't it? That's like one of the biggest
that's a
video
lot.
games of all
Fallout's-
time.
And also, that game is based in our hometown, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, it is.
So, yeah, you shot it there, right?
No, we shot it.
Oh, I
we
thought
did
you
not.
You shot in Massachusetts.
No, we
oh, was it New York you said or
We
something?
shot in a little bit in New York, New
Yeah, it's the same
Jersey, Utah, and also we went to Namibia too for a little bit.
Where's Namibia?
It's like
Is that for the desert scenes?
west of South Africa.
Like
Oh,
for the
is that where they
desert
did the
stuff?
new Mad Max, I think, maybe,
Yeah,
too?
they did Mad Max there.
Yeah.
They shot a bunch of stuff there because it looked.
Were you in Namibia? Or wherever
I
that-
went there. Yeah,
Was it sick?
That's crazy.
it was really interesting. I mean, it's like the most remote place, one of the most remote places in the world, really.
Wow.
Really?
It was strange, but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
must have
know.
been
I really
amazing
like
trip.
those places like that.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'd love to go to Antarctica. I'd love.
Me too.
Why would you wanna go
I've
to
always
the
wanted to
pole?
go there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in Antarctica?
Because just be amazing, like you said, to be somewhere like
Just
so
go to
remote.
Alaska. You don't have to go to Antarctica.
I went to Alaska this year. I
Was
went
it
on a
good?
tour to Alaska, and it was awesome.
What
I saw a
time of
moose
year?
for the first time in my life.
Ooh.
I was like, I've always wanted to see a moose. I
Right.
was like, I'm in Alaska. There's
I've
moose
never
here.
seen
They're
one.
also in Maine and stuff. But I decided I'm gonna go on a
Never
quest.
seen a moose?
Never seen a moose.
You know what'd be cool is if we had a conversation, you guys had a conversation.
Oh yeah, it's a whole-
Yeah.
That's why it's called volume
Like
because
when
there's a lot of talking over each other.
like a cocktail party. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
When we have it
like
like
that,
stereo
we're just
It's
pan.
hard for us to
wandering around.
focus. Yeah.
Where in the right ear, it's like you and I talking. Left ear, it's you guys talking.
We did
that
that
happened.
last
That
time.
We could do
was
stereo,
Mike,
we could
had
just
Mike
split
Mitchell,
channels, and
and
you
that
could-
happened at one point.
Yo, we were
We're
doing
all
that.
like talking about separate things.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what that
This
is?
podcast is chaos, is what
That's
it is.
that's hell.
Yeah.
It's a
And then-
little
But then
controlled.
you have a few moments of like, oh, okay, I understand what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I
But
never understand.
The
what's
audience,
happening.
our audience tends to resonate with the chaos.
That's good.
That's sort of been our
Called attention deficit disorder.
I was in London, and
Here we go.
there was a boat from some dude. It's like a documentarian or something.
A
and
boat?
They named it after him in England, in London, and the boat was parked on the river right where I was at, and we went down and looked at it, and it was about to go to Antarctica
Oh, really?
to do like climate research, basically.
Oh.
And it's like one of those like,
Science.
It's like one of those ice cutting kind of boats, and it can
Ooh,
go.
an icebreaker.
Yeah, and I was like, I so badly just wanted to like sneak on that boat
just get
and
on
just
a
like
random.
get a free ride to Antarctica. It'd be
Didn't
so
know what-
cool.
For a while, he was talking about how, because from Long Beach, there's like a boat that goes like a cargo boat that goes to like Japan or something, and he wanted to ride on a cargo boat because it was cheap.
You
You
can
can
do
do
it.
this.
though.
There's
That's a
websites.
thing.
for
You
it.
can do it.
I had
Yeah,
no idea that
I
was a thing.
I was gonna do it. I thought it was
Really?
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
I was saying because I thought it was crazy.
That's not
and
a
you
real
wanted
thing.
to do it too
Yeah, I watched some. I think it was some Vice documentary about a guy who travels all the time this way.
with cargo ships.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
you
real
pay for
cheap.
board. You pay, but
Is
it's
it
like
What do you eat?
stuff?
Yeah, and they feed you. You
Yeah.
eat with the crew.
Yeah, you
That
get like a
sounds
room.
fun.
And
You have to
everything.
work?
No, you just pay, but you just go on a cargo ship.
And it's cheap, right? Or cheaper?
It's pretty
like,
damn
flying
cheap,
to
but
Japan?
also you
Takes
have
a
to like
while.
show up at weird times and things, and also
Does it take like a month?
you're
to get there?
subject to
Yeah,
to
their
stuff.
schedule.
I think it doesn't take quite as long as a lot of people think.
Depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
Like if it goes to China, or if it goes to Japan, or it maybe even.
How long does
I
that
don't know.
take?
I think it takes a few weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
It's not like because
I mean, boats don't go that fast, right?
they do now. I mean, they have
Yeah,
Not
Exactly.
cargo boats. They can't go that
They're
fast.
probably
I
going.
don't know. When they get going, maybe.
40
I think
miles
they
an
have, like,
hour
a-
or something, but
they
they're going
go-
24 hours a day.
yeah.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know,
I didn't think about
yeah.
that. They
They
don't.
also don't go super fast. I think because it saves gas. Right?
Yeah, probably
If you go
more, I
really
can imagine.
fast, you're
Mm.
it's like that. What is
Yeah.
that? The coefficient of drag versus
Yeah,
thrust?
yeah, they got that balance.
We don't do smart stuff over here, bro, right?
Smart stuff.
So,
you
so
smart
simmer
guy, are
it
ya?
down,
Do you
all
like
right?
boats in general?
I like all
that thing?
vehicles.
Because I do know.
Do
Johnny,
you like
vehicle.
Well, part of the
boats?
reason I want to do it is I just want to be out in the middle of the ocean. I want to see nothing but water.
Yeah.
That's what, because I'd always wanted to sail
No, that
around the
sucks.
world.
You've never done that either?
No.
Our,
Oh,
dad,
that's
our
scary.
dad
I like
sails and
that.
builds like
Ugh.
sailboats, and
Really?
we've been on the water a bunch, like little small
hate
sailboats.
Yeah.
We're from Massachusetts, from Cape Cod, which is the beach.
How have you
Yeah,
never
I
seen a
love Cape Cod.
moose?
So I never saw him. I never went to Maine really.
So weird.
But I was gonna say, transitioning from the boats to vehicles in general.
Right.
You do a character online a lot that is
Right.
obsessed with dump trucks or
Or
garbage
just
trucks.
Garbage trucks are.
Are you genuinely interested in garbage trucks?
I like them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like. I mean, I like the.
I like them.
I think it's fun. I think it's also just like I like to interact with that type of dudes who drive those.
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I think it's like I don't know something about it. It's just it's fun.
Our old neighbor, where my parents live,
Garbage man?
we had a neighbor across the street, and he was a garbage man. He made a lot of money being
really?
a garbage
The
man.
job's
Yeah.
hard, man.
Well, I wouldn't say he made a lot.
yeah, well, it depends.
He
what
bought a
He
whole
lived across
house,
the street.
but it was a nice house. And mom and dad said that you can make a good amount of money.
I mean,
I think it's probably
They
a
made
pretty
more-
good
he
job.
made more
it's like
than my
a
parents
working.
made.
It's like a middle class income.
I
I
think
was
garbage
growing
men
up-
get paid more than you think. You think like, oh, minimum wage, or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's more than
No, they definitely don't get me.
I think it probably
Union.
depends on the what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're hanging off the back of the truck picking up cans, I bet you,
You
don't
get
make
less.
it.
That's
Yeah.
honestly one of my dream jobs. I've always
That seems like a
You ever
hard
seen
night
your
job.
dream
because I love
You
hanging
ever seen
off cars
Badlands?
and
You ever seen
stuff.
Badlands? Anybody? No?
The movie?
Badlands?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
God, I haven't seen that.
What's his name?
I've been to the
The,
Badlands.
Terrence. It's
Terrence Malick.
No, the actor is the original.
Charlie Sheen
Charlie
or whatever
Sheen.
his
I was gonna say the
no,
grandfather
it's
of
Martin Sheen.
Martin
right?
Sheen.
That's what I meant.
Martin
The older
Sheen and
one.
Sissy Spacek?
Yes,
Sissy
Sissy
Yeah.
Spacek.
I don't know any actors.
But anyway, he's a garbage man at the beginning.
Yeah,
And he picks up the trash cans with the guy.
yeah.
That's the
Also,
That's the
Charlie
most
Sheen
Seth tidbit ever.
Was in that movie with Emilio Estevez, his brother.
as a garbage guy.
What was it called? Dirty
Yeah.
Man or
Wait, so
Oh,
his
Dirty
dad
Work
both
or-
played garbage
not
guy.
Dirty Work. It was called
And Dirty
something
Work.
else. Yeah,
It's
they
like a
both-
comedy,
90s
right?
movie.
Did you have
And
you
they
watched
see
it
a
recently?
crime or something.
Not
I
recently.
watched it recently.
Really? Didn't they see
No.
a crime or
Yeah,
something
great.
like that?
Yeah,
Saw someone get murdered.
I can't remember.
The main
Yeah.
guy in Fences, Denzel Washington, he's a garbage man.
That's been a dream job of mine. I've always wanted to hang off the back of the truck
You can do
and
it.
do it. I'm actually
other movies
in the
with
process
garbage
of
men?
trying to
I
become a
think.
fireman.
Really?
It's like a fun thing just to try it.
My
and do
friend, my friend Dave just started doing becoming a paramedic. I guess
oh,
Oh,
that's
really?
hard.
it's kind of
It's a
similar,
different
right?
thing. A
It.
paramedic.
Sort of. I would do
It's
wildfires,
like part of the
which
same
is more like
class of first responders, I think.
yeah, yeah.
A paramedic is way different than a firefighter.
Well,
Oh, I think the garbage man.
firefighters have to learn CPR
learn
as
that
well. and
stuff,
all
yeah.
that
Everybody does, yeah.
But not the one I'm doing is wildfires, where it's like literally anyone can be like, "Oh, I just went through the courses."
I mean, a smoke jumper.
Kind of.
Smoke
It's
jumper.
kind of like just preventative stuff of like going out in the
Damn.
woods and like. But if there is a big fire, you would go out with the people and you can like hose stuff off.
I don't think you host. I think you just dig trenches.
Dig
You just
trenches,
dig.
yeah.
and
Cut
like,
trees down.
move branches and
You
stuff.
drink beer and you talk
Move
about
branches.
stuff on picnic tables with
Yeah.
like.
It's a little stronger than beer, but
But I've not done garbage. I would like to try to do that.
Yeah.
At some point. There's too many things I'd like to do. But
I don't.
I move a lot of garbage because I'm a
Is-
you should be a
custodian.
garbage firefighter.
I am on a garbage podcast, so.
Whoa,
I'm,
whoa.
I'm sort of near there. Is there a job, if you weren't acting, is there a job you'd want to do?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What would it be?
I think it'd be a criminal.
A criminal.
Yeah, like
As your job?
like I would like rob. I think I would want to rob banks.
I
or
was
do
just gonna say I always wanted to be a bank robber.
maybe not rob banks, but
You are
not a
way too
profession.
nervous to rob a bank.
yeah, it is. If you're a professional criminal, it's like a thing where
That's a job.
there's a lot of professional criminals out there who we don't know they're criminals because
It's called the mafia.
Yeah.
they're like
Oh,
low
yeah.
key, you know,
Literally.
low key.
Yeah.
They're not like into drugs or anything, so they can get it done.
I was researching bank robbing, and for something I was writing, not because I wanted to rob banks, but I came across these people who a lot of people do just rob banks, and they don't bring a gun or anything. Just put the note on the thing.
Yeah.
Because they know that the insurance dictates that they give the money.
Wow.
So they just if you have the guts to do it.
Yeah.
And he said he was only making like $2,000 or something per hit, but like it adds up after a while. And then he said he just started.
Yeah, but then you got to rob banks a lot.
Maybe it's not a good job.
Yeah.
I
That's a
Two
slippery
grand.
scratch
slope.
that.
Scratch that.
Scratch
Two
that.
grand seems
Bank
not
robbing
it.
seems stressful.
I think I
Have
would
you
do a
seen
different job.
Place Beyond the Pines? Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling movie.
Yeah.
Like, that movie is does do a good job of like showing the stress involved. It's like, okay, I did one, I want you to do
Yeah.
another one, and it's like, oh, you got away, you might not get away in this time. It's like
Yeah,
you gotta get out.
greedy.
Cool
before it's too
soundtrack
late.
too.
Well, that's my #1 favorite movie,
Is it really?
like of all time.
There's
yeah.
a song on there that
I
like
love everything about it.
I love and hate that they put on there. There's a song. I think it's a Joe Meek song.
The old song,
You know,
"Don't
if
Leave
I
Me" or
love
whatever.
you this- it's the song by the Crying Shames, I
The
think.
Crying Shames. It
Yeah.
sounds like it's a recorder from a long time ago. or
Because it
whatever.
is. It's an old
Yeah,
song.
yeah. And Ryan Gosling was like a fan of that, I think, or maybe it was the
Well,
director Derek.
Gosling-
But
We can talk about this off the cast. But
I heard. Oh, really? You have beef with Ryan Gosling?
a little bit.
Have you met Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
And what did you work on something with him?
We'll talk about it off the cast.
Wait a second. There's dirt.
It's nothing. It's not interesting enough. It's not interesting enough to talk about on the
it's not worth
podcast.
it.
You guys should box in a celebrity boxing match.
He's twice
like how
my
you-
size.
Yeah, yeah.
You know he's the same age
Dude,
as
he's
us.
roided
I
out
weigh
right now.
I weigh
dude. Are you kidding me?
145 pounds. I'm like
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like
like a
straw weight or
200-pound
something like
man.
that.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
big
like
guy.
feathers.
He's-
Yeah,
You and I have a lot in common. We both wanted to rob banks. We both weigh 145 pounds.
145 pounds.
Yeah.
Hell
Are
yeah.
you bald?
Else you said earlier.
You're
No,
not
he's
bald.
I got the,
Definitely not bald.
What are you, 41?
41.
You're 42.
yeah. Holy shit.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
What you were born
You guys
this
should
year,
make
right?
out.
In 81, right?
I was born this year.
I mean, your birthday is this year. I don't know what that question was.
Your birthday is this
My
year,
I have
right?
a birthday, guys. I've got a birthday this year.
I don't know where
Yeah.
my brain went on that one. You were born 81. He was 81. I was 81.
82.
He's 82.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the same basically.
Yeah.
We're all like
we're all the same.
we're all these
Ryan
weird.
Gosling is also the same age as us. It's something
I do love the guys though.
I do too.
I really
I'm
do.
a big fan. We made a music video called Goslin.
Really?
It talks about like how you just get in all the girls, and we're all had comb overs and we're gross and freaks. But
I was in
the characters thought they were like Ryan Gosling.
I had
sense.
hair.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
Coordinated.
So,
choreographed.
criminal is the job you would
I
want.
guess I don't know. I would probably want to be. I don't think I would be a criminal. I think I would be. I would want to be like a landscape architect.
Ice.
Yeah.
A landscape architect.
That's what
Yeah.
Greta Gerwig's brother does. I
do
think.
landscaping, but without the work.
Yep.
You design.
I would go in there and I would touch stuff and I would like do stuff like that, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
do like a lot of digging.
Yeah. I love labor.
I love
That's like-
labor.
I do. I genuinely love.
I like labor.
Minecraft
I like
labor.
labor when
not-
you
it
don't.
helps your brain.
I like
It
labor
does.
when you're not required to do it 40 hours a week.
That's the thing. When you don't. Yeah, I was a gravedigger. So was he, and it was.
Yeah,
It
70
was,
years
it was
ago.
miserable then, but now I think about it all the time. I'm like, I kind of want to dig graves again.
Yeah, but don't you use like
No,
a bobcat
you
or
don't.
something now, like a backhoe?
Yeah, they back
You
up.
always,
But
even
you
then
have
you
to
did
clean
but
it up with a shovel.
I was the guy who had to get in the hole and square it up,
Yeah.
and so was he.
And there's often
Okay.
a coffin right next to it. He goes edge
gotta
to
be
edge.
careful.
Yeah,
But
so
it's a
you'd break
concrete
it.
vault. It's not just wood.
Yeah, you put a cement
So the
box
backhoe
in
is
the
a
ground, and then the
important
casket
part.
goes in that. And
Why?
Then the lid goes on it. It's stupid. It's too. I consider it littering. Honestly, it's just too much stuff.
Is
in
it
the
because
dirt.
like they don't want like there's something leaching into the soil?
They don't want the.
why.
They try to. They do it
like
to
a
protect
law,
the
I think.
casket,
But why are you
so
protecting
then
the
they can like
casket?
get to the body if they need to for some reason, and they
I
don't
don't
rot.
know.
Because
That's
career criminals go in there and steal.
Career
the-
criminals.
Because people like you go
Grave
and
robbing.
take all the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go in there and
Grave
get
robbing's
that-
real.
That's the
that-
thing.
They get
That's a
buried
real
with
thing.
fancy stuff all the time.
I think like grave robbing died off though. Like people aren't still
Yeah.
robbing graves.
Yeah, after
Not-
I bet you
in
people
like
are
1900,
still, but not
probably.
as much.
That's like such an old school profession. It's like a Mark Twain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like a Disney movie. Like
I mean, it's a lot of work.
That was
to-
in a movie recently about a famous person.
Osage.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, the Osage people's.
No, not that.
Right.
Not that one. Yeah, it's in that. But there was another one where someone's famous. It was like Elvis movie or whatever, and his dad was making him do it, and he was like hitting the kid while he was making him take the ring off the dead guy. I forget. Remember some movie about some famous person I just
Might
watched.
have been fictional too.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean was that one. It was the
Pirates of
documentary,
the Caribbean.
the documentary about pirates. You know that one. I would pick to be for my job. I was gonna ask all of you.
You already said twice.
Fireman.
Fireman's cool.
Now is what I would want to do.
If I wasn't a
If I
custodian, I'd
wasn't
like to be a full-time filmmaker.
Yeah. Well, you are a filmmaker, and he does now.
I mean,
I'm
you
a
kinda-
filmmaker by day, custodian by
You
night.
kind of do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
full time.
Yeah.
I mean, filmmaker is one of those things. Anybody can be a
Yeah.
filmmaker.
Well,
and
that's what I'm
also
saying.
do
He
anything else.
does make
You know.
films.
Yeah.
But I wish I was making a living off it, I guess is what it is.
Slowly but surely.
Or just getting some grants.
I mean, been at it for 19 years, still going, still doing it.
Oh
So,
my God.
you, what would your dream job be?
Retired.
Retirement. That's not
So like
too bad.
golfer.
No,
Do you
just
like golf?
looking-
He plays disc golf.
I play disc golf.
Ooh,
You ever play that?
I've never played it.
That's like the thing now.
Can you throw a frisbee?
Now,
I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
I hear
it's
about it
very
so much
po-
the past couple of years.
man, that shit's
The
been.
pandemic made it very
Oh
popular.
yeah, I make
like crazy
golf
popular.
too. Golf got big again
Yeah.
too. I started playing.
I mean,
golf.
golf's always been
Oh, you
really
did?
big. So
Yeah.
golf's so hard, and it's too expensive. It takes too long.
I never did any sport ever until
That's a lie.
until 2 years ago. I started
Skateboarding.
boxing, and now it's the only thing I've ever done.
Skateboarding, boxing.
Skateboarding isn't a sport. That's like fun. That's like a
It's a sport
I
now.
consider
It's in the
teams-
Olympics.
team
like a
sports are where
recreation.
sports
Right.
to me. But like one person
Yeah.
activity where you're doing something physical isn't a sport. That means climbing a ladder is a sport.
So running's not
probably-
a sport.
I don't think so. It's just a mode of transportation.
What did was that famous Hemingway quote? Right, he said, "Bullfighting, race car driving, and
yeah.
something else or sports. Everything else is just games."
Yeah, sports are like
Yeah.
against football, so I never did stuff like that.
Why is bullfighting? Yeah.
Because he's, because it's machismo. It's very like.
Oh, but he was a super like macho
Yeah.
dude, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I'm kind of fascinated by that guy, but I also think things about him irk me because I don't like that like bro mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's old. Like he's comes from a different.
But he
generation.
just
He did
seemed like a
also blow
troubled,
his brains
crazy
out with
guy.
a shotgun. So
Oh,
you know,
that's right.
He did.
Yeah, but we like people that do
he
that.
did.
We do not.
Kurt Cobain. Like
I mean, I liked the person. I don't like that act.
We don't like them
I don't like
because
for
of
that
it. We like
reason.
them before.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we
Yeah.
might.
Hemingway, I got fascinated by him when I saw the fictitious version of him in Owen Wilson's movie.
Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris.
I didn't see that. Is
I
that-
like
it
that
was,
movie.
And it was a bald guy that played him, and I had no idea it was a wig. It looked so real. And often you can go, I can see the glue, I can see the mesh lace in
It's a
the
good
front.
movie. I like
who,
that one.
who played Hemingway?
This bald guy who was on, let me ask the database.
Who played? It's a ball guy. That narrows it down. So is it one of us?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Rowling.
I thought you were about to type in hentai.
Yes.
Hentai and midnight.
No, Bob loves that
I
word.
wish you hadn't
Yes.
said that. Bob's
I didn't even
favorite
say
word.
it today, dude. Hentai.
Corey Stoll.
Oh right.
Let's see images of the Corey Stoll.
Wait, are we on the database?
John,
now
I
as
guess
well?
we could show this too. Oh, maybe we'll get an ad for your show.
We can't.
I hope so. I
Show
don't know.
ads. Dude, hit
Oh,
image.
that
Dude,
guy.
go to Google it.
That guy's
Don't you know
bald?
how to internet?
Yes,
you
I'm trying to do
idiot?
the fastest
Hit
way.
images.
So he's completely
Oh,
bald.
that guy. He's such a great actor.
Yeah.
That guy's bald.
Yeah.
He's like.
He's
the fact
bald
that I don't know his
IRL?
name is not good.
Yeah.
He's like you.
He is bald.
I mean, I'm cheating.
He's
now.
like
bald.
bald.
This is
That's him?
He's like
Yeah.
Seth.
Remember
Yeah.
from House of Cards?
Oh,
Right
oh
here.
wow. He
Yeah,
looks-
House of Cards. That was it.
Oh, that guy.
My God, he looks so different with that wig.
I know.
Isn't it
Yeah.
funny that he is like exceptionally famous and I don't know his name?
There's
There's
many
a lot of
actors
people like that.
Isn't that weird though? Like how like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how you can be so famous and work so much, but still a lot
Yeah.
of people are just
Yep.
like, no, it's that guy.
I'm so
Yeah,
bad with
it's
celebrity
that
names.
guy.
But he is a fascinating. He
That
made me
looks like a different
fascinated-
person.
It
Yeah.
does. He looks good.
Well, that's like I
Holy
was
crap.
clean bald before
Yeah.
when I first met you, and now I have the mustache. Now I'm kind of a Hemingway.
No, I'm
You look good,
Hemingway.
man.
Yeah, I talked to you about it on your
Told
podcast.
me all
I
about it.
think.
Yeah.
yeah, I rearranged
Good
all
story.
this, but I've now done with that. And I
Real.
have as much as I can get. But it's interesting because I have to shave the top of it now for a thing I'm going to film.
Yeah. How
I need to be
you?
clean bald for the
Are you
character.
serious?
There's
about
no
that?
way you can
No,
shave
because
off
it'll
the,
come
the
back.
implanted
Are you getting
hairs.
paid to do that?
It's my choice because it's my character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
nervous
worth
about
it.
that. It might not grow back.
It'll grow
It
back.
might not grow back.
I don't know why he think if people. That's the first question people ask. Go, oh, is it gonna come back? It's literally it never go. This will never go bald.
It's hair. It's gonna keep regrowing.
Oh right,
all-
that'll
It's
never
just like
go.
regular.
It'll
hair.
That's
never
like
grow
for-
bald.
Yeah.
Like you can't. It doesn't.
No, because this hair is hair from here, and those
Yeah.
seeds and that root is not susceptible to balding.
So
like
why don't
the
you just
top
take
head
all
is.
the ones from the back and the sides and put them
And
on top?
you could, but then you'll have no hair here. You'll
Yeah,
be
but who
forced.
cares?
You'll be
What do you
forced
need
to
hair
have
for
the
over there for?
90s shave.
Why do you need hair over there?
Because I don't want to be bald on the sides of my head.
but
just
then
have
you
an
just have a-
island of hair sitting
So
on top of my
you're
head.
telling me I can get a permanent mohawk?
Yes. You could look at Skrillex forever, basically.
I don't want to look like Skrillex, but I want.
But that's what he has: shaved sides and his hair
Permanent
on top.
mohawk. Oh,
So
You
Mohawk.
could do that. You could a hair place
I'm
could
down
take
with
it
that.
all. That I wouldn't want because I when I was bald completely, I liked having the hair on the sides, and often bald guys would shave it all the way down, like what this guy does.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
And now you got an
I
ugly
felt like
fade.
it made you look like a criminal or like Lex Luthor.
I had no idea that was fake hair in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised too. Anyway,
It's called movie
the
match.
point of this
definitely a look.
rant is that I became fascinated with Hemingway through this movie
Okay.
in a weird like this guy kind of irks me, but also like
You're
it
reading
just
of his
seems
books?
That kind of
intriguing.
irks me.
No,
I only read his movie.
We don't read in the
What
only
name some
Seth
books.
reads
He reads a lot of books. I've read about 10 books.
in your entire life.
You have
Do you know any?
Sun Also Rises is a big one. You have
Wait, do you read?
do I read?
Yeah.
You read books?
Are you a book guy?
Yeah, I read books.
He's like,
Why?
what
I
are you
think it's
talking about?
strange.
Wait, I
I
know
don't
why.
think it's strange. He thinks it's strange. He's a
It's not
video
strange
game
at
guy.
all.
What, to read?
Books.
Book.
No.
What?
You always
You read graphic novels?
You
It's not.
think it's weird that I read books?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
That's read 4 books in the past. Like,
You ever heard of the internet?
Well, the internet is reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's reading.
Yeah, but it's not books.
Put all the words together. You've read
Internet is reading for attention
all
deficit
the
disorder.
internet you've read in your whole life, and you've probably read about 20-something books.
I read.
I bet maybe
I mean,
less.
I read 2 books
Yeah, maybe
last
less.
year.
It's a
So
lot of images.
What'd you
Yeah.
read?
I read 2 Star Wars books last year.
Oh, so you read too.
You read books? Are they graphic novels or books?
They're books.
Okay.
They're books.
Yeah.
I look at them
read.
sometimes. I go to the thrift store. I see like.
I read the Darth Bane trilogy last year.
Is it good?
I didn't.
Very well
I got the
done.
third. I'm almost done with the third book.
I liked. Sometimes I go to the thrift store.
Oh, they're wicked good.
I see like all those Star Wars.
They're wicked good.
Mm.
They're just spin-offs of stuff. And I'm like,
Oh,
these
it's so
could be
good.
fun.
You have a favorite book?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Roughing It, the Mark Twain book.
I'm reading Mark Twain right now.
What book?
What's it? Huckleberry Finn.
Pretty
He's
good.
reading it. He
Sorry.
possesses
No,
it.
sorry. Tom Sawyer.
You haven't even
Sawyer.
started it.
I just bought it. I just bought
No, he bought it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
2 months on your birthday.
2 months ago.
It was on your
2 weeks ago.
birthday. It was on yours before your birthday.
It was after my birthday.
No, it was before.
It was after.
Our parents sent him a
That
gift
was
certificate.
February 2nd.
Hey,
Oh, that's a month
you,
ago.
you should say.
Oops.
And
Hey,
it was
listen.
before your birthday.
I don't have time at the moment.
He read it just like he's a firefighter.
There waiting. But then last night I found another book and I go, oh yeah, I haven't read this one.
What book?
So I will be reading because I do like to read. It just takes me a minute to like get into it. And once I start,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I like it. So
But
I
if
will
you
be
don't like a
Miyazaki's
book,
favorite book
if
is
you don't like
called,
a book, you got to stop reading.
I read Huckleberry Finn when I was little, and I liked
Yeah.
it. So I'm gonna read Mark Twain. I mean, I'm gonna read the Tom
You're
Sawyer.
not going to read it.
And I also got Gulliver's Travels, which I sort of read when I was
What's the name
younger.
of that Miyazaki?
Who wrote?
And then the book I can't remember. It's Miyazaki, the director's his favorite book as a child. I own that book.
Oh,
I got it a
cool. What
couple
is it?
years ago.
He just showed me. I
That
forgot.
guy's wonderful.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you
the-
watch that documentary of him?
I'll
I
bet
watched
you
pieces of
$5 you
it.
don't
My
read
wife is
any
a
of those books in 6
fan of
months.
him.
In 6 months.
Any of them.
Yeah, $5.
Tom Sawyer is very short. You can read it in
I'm
a
gonna
day.
read that literally today just to get that
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Well, I watched.
I'll
that
quiz you on
documentary
it.
where
If
he's
you don't
making
pass the quizzes, you ain't get no
The
$5.
Wind Also Rises or something.
The Sun Also Rises.
No.
Oh,
Miyazaki.
the wind.
The wind.
I don't know. I don't know
the
the name of
wind.
it.
It's one with the
Yeah.
man who invents the planes. And the
Boring.
I don't know very well.
Well, anyway, it's during that time that he's
Right.
How
But
do
it's
you
just
I think
really
I
good.
watched that one.
This
too.
is it. How Do You Live? Miyazaki's favorite book.
Oh, that's.
I have this book.
How do you live? What's it
Yeah.
about? It's about. Is it a how to?
It's
How to
basically
live.
how to live.
Start with breakfast.
Teaches
have
you how to
breakfast,
breathe. Now you
and
gotta
have
start.
lunch.
You gotta
Apparently,
breathe.
It's about this kid and his friends, and it basically kind of it's. I guess it's unique. because it
Genzaburo
shows-
Yoshino.
just person like how to be a genuine person or something.
You have no
like that.
idea.
Or how to be yourself, basically.
No.
Your true, authentic self. Or something.
Did you read Three Body Problem?
No.
You know about that?
No.
I've heard of that.
Ooh.
but I-
3 Body Problem.
It's 3 books.
Ooh.
The first 2 are really good.
Really?
They made a show out of it, of course.
Uh-huh.
But those books, I read those during the pandemic, so it's kind of different, because I'll read every night.
Yep.
I'll smoke a little bit of
Chiba?
weed.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Chiba?
and read for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wonky,
Man,
wonky.
those
Did that
books
make you
are-
smarter, you think? Reading more?
Absolutely, yeah.
See, I don't believe that.
I think
Well,
it definitely expands
I
your
mean-
vocabulary.
I think reading like
pretty good.
it helps your brain, because it's like when
Sure.
you're reading, you're imagining the things, and if you don't read
Yeah,
for a long
yeah.
time, like I stopped reading for like a few months maybe, and when you go back to it, it's like, ooh, this is harder than it used to be.
Well, I mean, it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
skill,
for
just
sure.
like
Yeah,
anything else.
it's practice. So
But also,
You read more, you read
if
faster.
you read before you go to bed, you also sleep better.
and you dream about the things
Because
you're
your
reading
brain's so
about.
tired it
Yeah.
just falls
Your
asleep.
Yeah.
I just read.
I can't read before I go to bed because I won't remember absolutely anything that I read that night
Oh,
before.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
I also have
I
a dumb
think you would.
memory. So
I
You might
read
be surprised if you
in
once you pick
2014.
the book
I read
up,
The
you'll
Hobbit.
remember. Oh yeah, that's where I left
Okay.
off.
I read The Hobbit in 2014, and it was before I went to bed every night, and
Yeah.
I remember so many details.
You read it a decade.
That was
ago.
literally the last book. I
And
read.
you remember that?
No, that's a lie. I read
I'm gonna win that.
I read
$5.
Howl's Moving Castle, the original
Oh,
book.
cool.
Um,
That movie.
actually, I read that last
crazy
year.
movie.
I did read a book last year, Howl's Moving Castle.
That wasn't.
Was that
It was
12
a lot.
pages?
Yeah, it was. It was sorry, it was a year and a half ago, or about 2 years ago. It was when I was
a year and a half, 2 years,
Just-
3 years.
It's
4
3
years.
years.
I started
4
it when I was
years, 5
moving.
years.
Lived in Oregon for about a year,
Right.
And during
Stupid.
the pandemic, and it was when I started reading it when I was driving down, before I moved down.
Wait,
and I finished it
wait,
here.
wait.
Did you read Killers of the
You
Flower
read it
Moon?
or you listened?
I
to
started it.
Read it.
I just couldn't
before
get
I
into
drove
it.
down.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you
I
said-
thought it was so good.
around that time.
I, those
I
two-
didn't watch the movie before.
I tried to read it. I wanted to read it before the movie, but
Yeah,
it was
really
like
good.
I don't know. There's too many details. I kept getting confused.
Oh really?
about-
Yeah, no, there
I
was
kept-
a whole lot of names.
Yeah, sometimes I get like
Like-
really. The only reason that book Three Body Problem is great is because it has an index. It's all Chinese names, so I don't speak Chinese.
Yeah.
I don't speak Mandarin, so I could always go back and be okay. That's that person.
Yeah, you
I
can
wish
reference-
every book had that,
could
so I
line
could
it
just
up.
because I get like okay, it's Jeremiah and like Stephen or like
Yeah,
it's two
it
J
was.
names.
There was a lot of names in that book for sure.
Yeah, if I could read it again, if it had a glossary,
Yeah.
I would probably enjoy it 10 times the
Yeah,
amount.
it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I,
That's why The Hobbit was a little hard for me. And when I watched
yeah.
Lord of the Rings, I'm like, I could never read something like
wait,
that.
The Hobbit's easy to read. It's only
Because
all
people's
the
names and
dwarves.
places, I was like, is that a person or is that a place? Wait, who is that again?
Yeah,
names
a
are all
lot of
kind
stuff.
of weird
Yeah.
and fantastic. It makes it hard to remember
You just
what's
gotta get
what.
high, bro, and
You
just
gotta
sail
get high.
through.
Be like,
Yeah, they don't
I
remember.
don't know if they're eating dinner with a country or a person right now, but I'm
He
enjoying.
did it with a country.
Galadriel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what. And
That's
it-
good. I like that name.
when What's It first came out, Game of Thrones.
Right.
My girlfriend at the time was obsessed with it. I was like, I can't watch it
Game of Thrones is
because I was
way
so
too many characters.
confused. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
that's a
who's the
lot.
Lannisters? Is that a place, Lannister? Is it-
Oh, really?
And then I eventually finally watched it like 2 years ago, all in like 1 month. I watched the whole 8 seasons,
Really?
or whatever.
That's
I
a
watched.
lot.
I was watching like 6
That's
to 8
insane.
hours a night. I was watching.
I do remember one
whole
time he was
season.
telling a friend of ours, he's like, "Oh, I watched season 1 last night or something."
Yeah, I would watch a season at night on some
Damn.
nights. I just was obsessed. I was like, well, I started like 6 p.m. and it ended at like 5 in the morning. I'm like, nope, finished the season. I was hooked. I loved it. But at the time, 10 years ago when it was happening, I was like, I just wouldn't have the interest.
Yeah, I didn't watch it when it came out.
Yeah.
I watched
I haven't
it like
watched
later.
it ever.
I think it's great. I mean,
What
I'm
about
watching
the last
I'm watching
season?
the new season now.
What about the last?
So here's my thing. I've said this on the internet before on live streams. I don't think I had the problem that the audience had when they watched it originally, because they had 8 years or whatever to sit with it and think about it. In between seasons, you're thinking about the characters, you know them so well.
Right.
I watch it like boom. So the errors and the bad stuff that they didn't like in the last season, it didn't hit me the same because I was just like buzzing through it basically.
Because you're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're overwhelmed with information.
I see the complaints they have, but it's ultimately I was like, it's still entertaining. It was still cool. Yeah, it was weird that the dragon lady did some things out of character, but like it was still cool to look at
Considered one of the worst last seasons of all time.
because those people were so passionate about it. For someone who just watches it straight through, you don't get that feeling. I was
But
like,
also,
oh.
it wasn't based on the source material at that point.
Well, there was no source
because they just had to
material, right?
wrap
Yeah.
it up, I think, just end it because the deal was.
Which is also ironic because isn't the book eventually potentially going to come out?
Oh yeah,
No,
Like,
I don't
right,
think
yeah.
it was.
and I bet you they'll revamp. They'll do like
He's
a
been
side
saying.
But if it doesn't, it contradicts what happens in the show.
I mean, he's writing
Yeah.
it right now, but he's been saying that for years.
But everything's bad after 3 or 4 seasons.
yeah.
You know,
5
Last
seasons
that
is
long.
always like a good limit. I'd
Yeah.
say.
5? I think 5's too many.
Well,
What
max.
was 5 seasons? That's awesome. That's
I feel like Better
Breaking
Call
Bad
Saul is
was
the only
good.
thing I've liked all the way through.
Breaking Bad.
yeah.
Well, Better Call Saul, you said?
Yeah,
I like both
that.
of those. Both of those shows were
Yeah,
perfect.
but this was
I love
so
them.
slow. It's almost like
Did Saul have more seasons?
I don't think so.
Did it have 5?
I'm not the guy.
No.
Breaking Bad out of 5.
You are the guy.
I'm not the
five-
guy
I
who
I think
knows
you're the
number
guy.
of
So far,
seasons.
you've been the guy.
If you ask me
No,
number of
both of those were
seasons,
good,
I'll
though.
never get it right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
3 seasons you can tell a good story.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know.
Well,
It's
depends
just-
how long
it's
the
a long
seasons are
movie.
too, because there's no standard for what a season is anymore.
Well, yeah. You,
It's,
Off-
usually- it's 10
often
episodes
10.
now.
Yeah.
But I hate when I'm expecting
A lot of
10
them
and
are
I
8
see it's
now.
like 8. I'm like, God,
Eight's
I don't
Fallout's
like
8.
that.
Yeah.
Fallout's 8.
Between 8 and 10.
Can you like?
Are they an hour?
But can you like make some YouTube videos? And be like, this is episode 9. Johnny doing something.
What do you mean?
You could stretch out the season
Well, there's going to
yourself
be more.
personally.
Oh, I guess so.
Since you're in the show, go make
Yeah,
a
sure, I'll
long
just do
YouTube
that.
video and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
that's
is episode
good.
9,
Yeah,
everybody.
here's episode 9. It's me. It's me like in a hole.
You at
Nine
Waffle
and a
House.
half.
You at Waffle
You know.
House.
Me digging a grave.
Me in a bunker.
yeah.
Nine and a half episode.
There you go. Exclusive. Johnny's in.
There'll be more more seasons of that.
I mean, who knows? There's nothing. Nothing's guaranteed.
It's
It's true.
Come,
That-
if it's anything as cool as the trailer, it
Right.
100% will have a season 2.
Yeah, but you never know. There's all.
I mean,
kinds
the
of stuff
budget's
that
probably
happens all the
absolutely
time.
insane. So
It's nuts.
Do you have any inside word of how the network's liking it?
I think everyone likes it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Into
network
it.
is it on?
It's on Amazon, so it's not like a real. I mean, I guess it is now, but
Yeah,
That's a
I
network.
watch.
That's the
every
new
once in a
generation.
while, I watch a lot of stuff on. I have watched some stuff on Amazon, but it's been a while since I've watched an Amazon show. A
they
lot of
releasing
movies. I watch a lot of movies from Amazon.
They released it all at once.
they are.
Oh, it's gonna be all at once. That's great.
It's so funny how everyone is either goes yes or they go oh.
Dude, who the hell wants
who
to wait
wants
every
to wait?
Friday?
A lot
I
of
like
people.
waiting,
A lot of.
actually.
I'm the same way.
I don't.
I watch.
Yeah.
Because you know you'll just watch it right away and it'll be over with and done.
No,
You're like,
because it's
oh.
like I want to have time between things
Process?
that I can kind of.
Yeah.
I'm a
Look
I'm a
forward
to
binge
it.
person for sure.
I want to think about the characters and
I
stuff.
can't.
I want to just have like. Also, I don't like watching sitting still that long. I,
Yeah.
like
I
sitting
watch
still for-
Poker Face like that.
3
You
hours.
Watch that.
I haven't watched.
Lady Gaga?
But they do use her song, I think.
Oh, that was the Natasha Lyonne.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
on
It's like a
Amazon.
Murder She Wrote kind of a show. But anyway, I watched
You would
that
like that.
Straight through.
as it came out.
Oh, you did right.
I love Fargo. Fargo is. I think they're on season 5 now.
Yeah.
That
And Disney
show
does
I
that too,
love.
actually. Don't they do that with Mandalorian?
They do a dump.
Yeah, Disney,
No, they do one
Disney
of
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do
Disney
one
does
a week.
once a week. Yeah.
I was tortured this season for Fargo, waiting. I was like,
Really?
okay, I'll wait 3 weeks.
That's
I'll
a
build it up, so I'll have
Fun.
3 to
That's
watch.
good to, like, wait.
I like to watch it all in one night. I like to have 4
Yeah,
hours.
so you're
sitting
amazing.
watching
All in
TV.
one night's insane.
I love
You're
it.
like
You know
a,
why? Because the internet has formed everyone's attention span to
No, it's because I just like to sit on like a good many hours of just being entertained and watching.
I
a
can't
show.
watch more than like 2
Yeah.
at a time.
I watch like 3 movies in
Yeah.
a night.
I
Especially if
wanted
it's an hour episode. It's like
Yeah.
2 hours of a TV show is a lot.
That's a
That's way
movie.
too much.
8
Yeah,
hours
way too
of
much.
content at night on the couch is perfect.
8 hours.
But you start. I guess he wake up.
And then how
you
close
go to
he
5
sits
in
to the
morning.
TV too. It's
No, my
insane.
TV's across
When he was
the
a
room.
kid, it's so funny. My parents and everyone else, Nathan would we sit on the floor to watch
'Cause he's
TV, you know,
blind.
and Nathan would always be right here.
Literally,
Me and my brother
we
would
should
be
make fun
back
of him
here.
for it all the time.
Because
He's 2
I-
feet from the TV.
I like to experience things, so I had to look around.
With the immersion.
I'm like, I'm in the world.
It's like your own personal
I
IMAX.
get virtual
yeah.
Do you have
reality.
VR goggles?
Yeah, VR.
I did, but I don't have them right
You
now.
got the Quest 3, man.
I was gonna get. My friend has that. I had the
Just got it.
the Vive when it first came
I
out.
got the
Vive is
golf
bad.
game.
Vive was the big first one.
They still make Vive?
Yeah, there's a new version.
Vive.
Quest is like
It is
it's
trippy
white,
how-
the little the circle thing.
It's the
Yeah,
meta product.
It's weird how
Yeah,
the
yeah.
graphics can be like whatever in the virtual reality, but it really is effective.
Yeah.
The immersion
it's-
effect.
The graphics is the biggest problem with VR right now.
But it doesn't matter almost because it's like it's the perspective.
it
that-
still feels like you're in. You
Yeah.
still get scared from like Pixar looking graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a game, I forget what game it was. It was a game that we played. It was you're throwing knives at robots and you just like hide from them.
Oh, that game
And
was
you'd
fun.
physically duck to get under
Yeah.
the deck.
Is it
Yeah.
it's super hot?
And it was so. It wasn't super hot. It
that's
was,
cool. That
That's a
game
cool
is
game.
so
That's like
fun.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that game is like
All
the
those games.
controller
are-
versions.
I
I
think
really hard.
they're so simple, but they're so fun because you can.
What the
yeah, because
that game?
I'm like
Oh.
ducking behind, like I'm hitting like the closet door
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
like
yeah.
always.
Love job something.
I haven't done one of those VRs
Oh,
at the
yeah, it
mall.
was
I want to do
something
one.
like that.
Have you done the VR at the mall?
Oh,
We actually get to
like you
walk
go-
around the
Yeah, I
room?
did that.
What?
I did
Yeah,
the
you get to,
Star
like,
Wars
walk-
one, the Glendale Galleria. They
You
had
did a Star Wars?
in the Christmas time. They like changed the thing. And I think
Was it good?
It went away. It was you go around with guns and you were shooting stormtroopers, and there was like obstacles in the room, so you
Yeah,
could see
so
them, like,
cool.
boxes and
Wow.
stuff. But in the game, it was like whoa, all 3D, and it was awesome. We got on a ship, we flew over to another spot, and there was heat hitting you.
Oh,
Heat?
It was like lava coming off a
Yeah,
mountain
those
next
things
to
are
us.
Ooh, I don't want
That's-
to. I
It
don't want to
was
be hit with heat.
Next level.
No, you don't like heat. You don't like 4D.
I don't like heat.
I
man.
brought the heat, and I killed all those stormtroopers. It was awesome. It was very immersive.
You know what was immersive was going on that Star Wars ride in Disneyland.
Oh shit, that's
You walk
cool.
in
Have
that
you
big
done that?
room,
I've done them all. I've done it.
Where you walk into the big.
and all the stormtroopers.
It's
there.
that's one of those things where like, wow, this is good.
That was like
This is really.
that's
good.
what everyone's.
I only have
trying to do
22
by watching
photos.
movies. They're
Yeah.
trying to immerse themselves into space.
I have 22 photos on my phone.
What do you mean you have
and
22 photos in your
This is what I
phone?
have on my phone.
You don't
That's
know he's
weird.
a maniac?
I just
But
don't like
why? You
saving
don't take
images.
pictures?
I do, but
deletes.
I usually post them somewhere and it's saved there forever.
Obsessive
Although
compulsive disorder.
I did delete my Instagram basically and like
When?
wiped that.
When? How many? Which time?
In December.
Why were you
Which
showing
time?
And then I've
pictures? You had
sort
Star
now
Wars?
come back quietly,
No, he
and I've
does
had
not
to
have
start
Star
following everyone again because like I'm trying to force myself to not use it and not look.
Yeah,
at
I
it.
feel the
just not
same
using
way,
it. You don't
but
have
you
to
just
do-
have to delete it from your phone is the key.
Yes.
That's not enough for me.
Oh, really? Why?
Unfollowing everyone was like I had no. It was the most I stayed off it. 'Cause
I did that during the pandemic. Only person I followed was Chet Hanks for about 6
Who's
months.
Chet Hanks?
Is that
Chet Hanks? Who's
Tom
Chet Hanks?
Oh,
Brother?
Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
Is it
Tom
Hanks
he's doing the
brother?
voice of Woody now.
Are you
Isn't that-
serious?
Tom Hanks' brother is doing the voice of Woody in the new
Tom
Toy
Hanks, no,
Story.
this is Tom Hanks' son.
Oh, his son.
His
Oh,
brother?
sorry. His brother though is
He has a
doing the voice
brother?
of Woody. Yeah,
Brother,
yeah.
son, same thing.
And
Wow.
he has a similar voice, and he wanted his brother to get the job, so he gave him to him, and they were like, "Okay, we'll have him."
I mean, my brother sounds exactly like me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think we sound alike?
No, our voices
I think
are different.
No,
Close,
you
but
guys don't
You
sound-
definitely sound different.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Your
My brother
sounds
brother
like you.
sounds. He can fool my family. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
How old
I
is
mean,
he?
Like if
he's-
he called
he's like
your
30.
family, he would.
Oh, so he's much younger than you.
He's like 36, 38.
Oh, 36,
38.
much younger.
I don't know.
When we were
That's a
younger,
normal spread.
Yeah.
people got confused when
Right.
you answered the phone.
Because you both had hair.
Yeah. Same with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason I'm showing you my phone is because one of the videos I have saved is
Oh,
in that
so good.
Star Wars world
Oh yeah.
in the Disneyland ride. When all this,
Gloaty.
you're in the stormtrooper.
Gloaty
What is
Tifty.
the air hangar? I guess the hangar.
Dude,
the
Gloaty
hangar?
Tifty
Yeah.
Nudie.
The hanger.
I haven't
Yeah.
done that yet.
What?
Oh, you didn't do it.
I haven't
Bob
done
says things sometimes. I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, so I just keep
I
talking.
talked about it. 'cause I
Gloaty
thought you had
Sifty
done it.
Tootie. What is Gloaty Sifty Tootie?
That sounds like a cool thing.
That sounds
Like
cool.
sounds like
Is-
twin
it. Dude,
speak.
Gloaty Tifty.
Sounds
What
like you're
does that
gloating.
mean?
Does that
It's an
mean like
acronym.
Gloating?
Gloating?
Yeah, thanks for the
I'm
invite,
gloating
bro.
that I have a.
Thanks for the
I
invite.
invite him everywhere. I invite him to Las Vegas, and then he goes without me.
What is it?
So he.
Oh,
what are you
here
talking
we go.
about?
You went to Star Wars without me.
Seth and I went for Christmas like 2 years ago.
Yeah, without me.
You
You were
weren't
probably
even-
doing something.
Because we
There
went
you
to-
go, because you're in Massachusetts every Christmas.
Yeah, you probably
You weren't even
Why
here.
did I get slumped?
Did that
Yeah, but-
hurt?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
He's a boxer.
He's a
Professional
boxer.
Are you
Oh,
kidding me? Ah!
Why is he taking first class? All punches hurt after.
Yeah,
When's the last time you boxed?
Monday. No, Wednesday.
No,
When's
not a
that-
person.
When's the last time you had like an
Match.
event or what do you call it?
Last.
Like
Oh, a match?
a
Last
match.
May?
Yeah.
2 years
last
ago.
April
Last
was the last match.
Would you have one scheduled on the books again?
There's something coming up that isn't booked yet, so I can't really
Fingers
say it.
crossed.
Did you
but-
win your last one?
Yep.
But you like won like big time, right? You were like,
I win the first round on both. of them,
yeah. I mean,
so.
that's just
He's
like
got two
I
fights.
win the first round of both of them.
I win
as if
in
it's
the
always
win
me.
in. No,
He
I'm
has-
basically. I don't want to say I won big. I just won in the first round.
because I
2-0.
watched one of them and I was like, oh my god, you're just destroying this person.
Yeah, you probably saw the first one.
Yeah.
Well,
They
he
just
destroyed the second
They
person,
got
too.
fucking whooped.
I actually felt bad. for
I
that
don't think
kid
I'm great at
in
it,
the first-
honestly.
Oh, you kidding me?
But we're all beginners. As I guess
Yeah.
I'm a little more like just obsessed
You
with
just
doing
fit.
it.
Right.
That's the thing.
I also just will physically, if my arm was falling off, I wouldn't stop punching. I will never, ever, ever stop
Yeah.
punching.
It's endurance.
mental
Boxing's just
thing.
endurance, isn't it?
It's cardio and
Yeah.
mental, honestly.
Yeah.
And then form, because at my level, it's like I'm never going to be a great boxer. So what helps is just tenacity.
Why would you
and
never be a great boxer?
At this point, it takes your whole life.
He's not an
to be a great
athlete.
boxer. You start, a lot of these kids start like
Yeah.
when they're like 10 years old.
Isn't it funny how so many things are that way? That
Yep.
it's like you realize, like, Jason Bateman's been acting since he was a child. Like that's
Yeah.
why he's so good. Like
Ryan
anyone-
Gosling, our friend.
Yeah.
Practice
Since
makes
I was a
perfect is a real thing.
America Ferrera since a child. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Always people are like, oh, you've been doing it forever,
Mm-hmm.
so you just have so many hours logged. It's like it means nothing. It means nothing to you.
I don't know if I guess like because we in high school we had a sketch comedy show
Mm-hmm.
and we'd aired it on cable access every week. So
Right.
I have been performing, I guess, since I was about like
That's why your characters are awesome.
13, 14.
yeah.
But I wasn't acting like professionally until about 19. That's when I started.
I know,
in
but you're still
Massachusetts.
like you're still doing the basic form of it.
Yeah.
Like you were still learning.
But
it.
kids, when there's like you're auditioning, you're in the world. It really
yeah,
changes.
it
your
makes
brain
you
and matures
comfortable, and that's something that you shouldn't be comfortable in.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what sets them apart, I think.
Yeah.
That and also like I don't know, I feel like comedians have we all have like a brain disease where you can't help but think about funny stuff all the time, and so
Yeah, yeah.
someone who doesn't have that brain disease,
Think that's a
they'll never be
disease?
that funny just because. How do you think about stuff? It's because if I don't think about that, I'll think about wanting to do something terrible.
Yeah.
Like I have to think about
Like
comedy
criminals,
all the
Robin
driving
time.
to a wall going
Robbing
150 miles.
I
an
don't
hour,
think Robbie Banks is that bad. Actually, I think Robbie Banks is.
Yeah, what's wrong with Robin Banks?
Yeah. Well, I was just.
As long as you don't
I was
hurt
taking it
anybody,
back.
Robin Banks is pretty
I
cool.
think it'd be cool to just basically go to every major healthcare corporation in America and rob the top
Yeah.
10 CEOs.
I wouldn't mind
blind.
that.
Oh, that's fine.
Or the
Rob
drug
them
company.
blind.
I'm not against that. I'm not against
Some of the drug
big
companies.
companies giving away money or losing
Yeah.
money.
That should be a thing. Like you're allowed legally to rob a certain amount of money from like the drug companies and the health insurance companies.
Yeah,
All
if
these
you
people
get
who are-
away with it, it's okay.
because
Yeah,
they're
it's
so crazy overly well.
It's called taxes.
No, but like the 10 people a year that get away with it,
So you
Uh,
they get away with it.
I think if you escape prison, it's like,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Too.
you're free.
Yeah, if you get
yeah, exactly.
You know?
I agree with
You
that.
earned it.
Like you earned your way out. Like that.
Yeah.
You see Escape from Dannemora?
No.
no.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, no.
It came out a couple years ago. It's like Paul Dano.
I
Harvey.
love escaping from prison movies.
I was gonna ask
You
if
love it.
I was gonna ask you
I
if
love
you've seen The Man
heists, too.
Escaped. Have you seen
Man Escape.
Robert Bresson's movie? It's oh my god, it's so good. It's the best. prison
Ask me
escape
again.
movie.
No, it's not better than Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Ask me
No
if I've
way.
seen it
Clint
again.
Eastwood,
Have you
dude.
seen A Man Escaped?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I just want to say
it's
I
so
saw
good.
I saw on the news recently that guy in Pennsylvania who literally like crab walked up the wall and escaped prison, and he was like hiding in the woods for like a week. Remember that?
Yeah,
Like, a
it should
couple
be
months
like,
ago?
you know, that's what
I was like, that was so easy for this guy to get
You
out.
get more in trouble if you get out. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Just give you
It
a
should
reward.
be-
Yeah.
Just shorten your sentence.
Yeah, shorten. It's okay. This guy's gonna keep trying to get out. He's good at it. Let's just
It's
shorten
basically
it.
the ultimate.
Let's shorten
It's basically
Congratulate him.
He got out.
It's season 20 of American Ninja Warrior. You're in
Yeah.
prison. Can you get out?
Yeah, oh my.
Because I mean, it's hard as shit to get out of prison.
Also-
He's smart.
The Bresson film is based on a real story.
Really?
This guy did this for real.
What prison is it in America?
It was in Germany. He was the Nazis caught him. He was a French what is it called? The
Revolutionist?
rebels.
Underground, la résistance.
Yeah, the resistance.
Resistance.
Yeah, he was a part of the resistance. But anyway, it's really good. It's very meticulous. It's like
Ooh.
it's so realistic. You should watch it if you
An
have.
How old is
escaped
it?
man.
A Man Escaped.
A
How
man
old is it?
escaped.
50s,
It was
Ooh,
made in the
that's
50s?
cool.
maybe 60, early
It
60s,
was made in the 60s?
late 50s.
I'm out.
Unknown
Black and white.
escapo.
Criterion.
Okay.
I'm so far out.
It's on Criterion if you have that.
You have Criterion.
I'm super
I
out.
don't. I gotta get that.
You
one.
should. I think you'd like Criterion.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
I got a quiz for you.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing
So
quiz?
you're from Minnesota, right?
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Rochester.
Yep.
We'll see how much you know about your home state,
Okay.
Minnesota.
I'm ready.
So
What if I get the question?
also, if you are smart, we can have you come back and maybe compete against another guest.
If you are
smarter.
smart.
Yeah, you got. First thing is you got to be smart.
I think
Don't
Johnny's
worry.
smart. You are
'cause
smart.
I've lost every
How many
quiz.
books? How many books have you think you've read?
I don't know.
Guess.
Maybe a couple hundred
Whoa, you're the smartest person
in my life.
on the show for sure.
I've read a couple hundred at least.
Maybe
of
like
books too.
200
Yeah, but you're
books?
not-
Yeah, but you don't
300
count. You're
books?
one of
I
the
don't know.
Yeah, but he's also not smart.
That's a lot of books.
It's not a lot of books.
You know, I have a Discord.
Some people read a book a
A
month.
couple hundred
Yeah.
is not a lot of books.
I have a Discord, and in it, I talk to a lot of people.
They don't
and
read.
This one person reads. What was it? It was half of the year. Basically, a book every 2 days. That's how many books they read.
That's
Yes,
like
you-
reading full time.
It's crazy. I was like, some of them are. I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, if you
shorter than others,
read
but,
instead
like,
of playing video games or watching TV,
They,
then,
we were throwing out books and they're like, yep, read it. I was like,
Wow.
this is insane.
do they remember all those books?
I don't know. I
It's
wonder
like
if
me.
that-
I watch a ton of movies, but like I don't remember half of them.
That sounds kind of like someone's
I hate that.
running away from something.
Yeah,
Reading that
too.
much.
Yeah, but isn't that what life is?
Okay, question number one.
That's why I act, honestly, is to become another person, and
I agree.
it's so
Yeah.
fun.
Definitely
I
is.
totally agree.
All right, we'll do. I have
Started.
2 quizzes. I don't know if we have time for both, but I have one for Johnny and then
Okay.
one for all of us.
Well, let's hurry up
So
then.
maybe we do half. We'll see how it's going.
Do every other.
Johnny,
Don't look
Right.
at the board.
yeah. What does the Mayo Clinic?
Right.
It's a famous place in Minnesota. What does the Mayo stand for in the Mayo Clinic?
Stand for. It's the last names of Will and Charlie Mayo, who founded the clinic with their dad. I think his dad.
Mustard.
Dude.
Their dad's
Is that
name.
true?
That's true.
Yeah.
That is a very in-depth answer.
I wonder because some people might not know because like stuff in Boston, like I don't know.
I honestly
I
thought
don't
Mayo
know.
Clinic was in L.A.
I thought
There
it was-
is one in L.A., but I thought it was.
There is-
I've heard of the Mayo Clinic.
There is
I just
it?
I
didn't
mean,
know
I
what-
I've
know
only
a
seen
lot
the
about the Mayo
website.
Clinic. A lot.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're killing the quiz so far.
Oh, wow.
First one correct. All right, here we go. Multiple choice. What famous cartoonist was born in
Charles Schultz.
Oh my God, dude! I need the options were
Yes!
Matt Groening,
Okay.
Jim Davis,
He
or Charles
reads.
Schultz, and you were correct.
Why are you giving him a
what
multiple choice?
bonus question? What cartoon did he create?
Snoopy. Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
right. You're
Peanuts.
correct.
Sorry,
You're correct.
Peanuts,
All
yeah.
right, all right.
No,
You got.
that's a pretty.
Jeez, you are. It's all the books. I'm telling you, it's the books.
The
Mike,
books I went to. You go to the Mall of America. You go into Camp Snoopy.
Ma-
They have all the characters because Charles Shaw. You grew
I
up
mean,
in
that's-
Minnesota.
yeah, that's standard
Minnesota's
for that.
very boring.
how
you learn
did Mike
stuff.
Mitchell do about Boston? Did he do well?
He did well.
But Boston's like got 10 times more things going on. It's
Yeah,
older.
no,
True, that-
Yeah.
Minnesota's not very known. So
Mike did fine.
Well,
but
funny enough,
that's why I was wondering.
next
if you might know.
question.
Yeah, funny enough. Next question is, where is the Mall of America?
It's in Bloomington.
Yeah,
dude, that was the easiest question.
I didn't know.
I didn't know it was in
that.
Bloomington.
He's from there.
I don't know so many places in Massachusetts about like.
Where's the Natick Mall?
Yeah, it's in Natick, you idiot. That's obvious.
Where's the Chestnut Hill Mall?
Come on, I'm on a roll. Let's go.
All right, get him.
Wellesley or
I
whatever.
wanna
Okay,
fucking-
the largest ball of twine.
Been there.
Do you know about it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. How big is it?
How big? Like how much does it
Guesstimate.
weigh? How many inches?
Weight?
Yeah.
Diameter.
Height?
Height, weight. Can you guesstimate?
God, I guess it's probably like at least 15 feet in diameter.
I was gonna say
guessing?
15 feet.
All right. This is a multiple question. I just want to see your general knowledge about
Okay.
this ball wine. Who created it?
Some Swedish guy.
Okay.
Probably some Norwegian guy, actually. I bet
Okay.
Norwegian guy.
Do you know where it's located?
Some, probably Fridley, Minnesota or some shit like that.
Not
Some little
Fridley.
town. Itasca, I don't
It's,
know.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
A therapist's name.
No, an evolution.
A therapist
or whatever.
name?
Is I thought he was a therapist.
A therapist and an evolutionist.
You talking about? Like,
You're pretty close on the.
is it called
on the-
Freud or something? No.
No. I guess I'm probably saying the wrong
I think it was like a.
job.
You didn't write it down?
Darwin,
Darwin, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
This is
where
probably like a town of 300 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the ball is 12 feet.
Ooh, yes.
I thought 12 and I said 15.
You're close. That was close enough. I'm
Damn.
gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Pretty close.
It's 17,400 pounds.
The fact that you even knew anything about this ball of twine is
I
impressive
know.
to me.
Who created it?
yes.
It's Francis A. Johnson.
Johnson, that's definitely a
that's-
Scandinavian name.
I
Okay.
was reading about it. I think it was
Got
a
it.
foreign person. All right. You're nailing it so far. What is Spirit Mountain?
Spirit Mountain?
Spirit Mountain.
I don't know what that is.
Ooh.
Is it a ski place?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Gosh dang! I thought we were gonna get you on one.
Because
why
there's
is
no
he so
there's no
smart?
mountains in Minnesota except for ski places.
It's a skiing resort on a mountain.
On a
Okay.
mountain.
I mean, it's probably a
That
hill.
is the most
But
random.
Spirit
useless
Mountain could be
knowledge
like
question.
a big rock where Native Americans did. You never know. Could have been
It's
anything.
also the
You
name
were
of
right.
that song from that disco song, like Escape from Spirit Mountain.
Oh,
I think I have something. Maybe I'm wrong.
which
I don't know.
mountain? That's like the rock movie. Well, it was he remake. He remade. It was an old movie that
I
he
can't
made a
remember
remake.
now.
Rock stinks.
Maybe you're thinking about that. All right, highest point in Minnesota.
Highest point?
Do you know what that might be?
Spirit
I
Mountain.
think it might be like Mount Lutsen or something like that.
No.
Um,
Name some other one.
is it somewhere in Red Wing? Maybe.
I'm not sure where it's located.
It's got to be somewhere along the Mississippi. Maybe it's like
It's a bird.
like Wabasha
type of bird.
No.
type of
Oh
bird.
yeah, you're right.
What?
The name.
A type
of
of bird is the name.
peak.
If you want to hint.
Loon Peak, Eagle
No.
Peak.
Yeah, eagle.
Oh, what the hell? I
right,
mean,
you got
how
it.
high is it?
It's 2,300 feet. It's not very big.
I don't know. That's
Do you know
Is that even
A mountain?
Is that even a mountain?
That's a hill.
probably the surrounding area is probably not that much lower than
Yeah.
it.
It's not.
Because Minnesota's very flat.
Yeah.
2,300.
You said
real
eagle.
shot.
You're correct.
Okay.
You're
I mean, I guess New England
Flying
doesn't have
colors
too
so
many
far.
that are
No.
that much
state
taller.
bird.
State bird is the loon, the common loon. Sorry.
Oh, a common loon. Ooh,
Yeah.
Bonus.
Nate,
points. I
you
didn't
could
even
be
know
the
that.
state bird.
My good. I am a tick. All right.
Hold on.
Last question.
I can't do
Oh, is that a
loon
loon?
sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was close.
Wow.
Let's go do it.
Jeez, dude, you are a
Was,
Minnesota.
a
Okay,
loon,
last
was that a
one.
loon call?
I can't do it.
What
anymore.
is the name? This is dumb now. What is the name of the river which starts in Lake? What is that word, Seth?
Itasca.
Lake Itasca? It's
Itasca.
the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Mississippi
I mean,
River.
that's a very.
The Mighty Mo. No, that's
Well,
the Mighty
you
Miss.
completely
Okay.
nailed the
Okay.
Minnesota quiz. 100%. Flying colors. We should have you come back and compete against Mike Mitchell. See who's
State
smarter.
flower is the pink and white lady slipper.
I almost asked you that,
Okay.
but I was like, this might be too hard, but apparently not
Yeah,
for
what
you.
else I got?
Well, I thought I finished. Okay, bonus question.
Right.
What candy bar was created in Minnesota? Name any.
I'm pretty sure it's either Nut Goody or it's no, it's Pearson's Nut Roll, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
It's
know
something
that
with
one.
nuts in
Maybe
it.
there's a lot of candy bars
Maybe
made in
there's more than
Minnesota.
Oh, this
No.
the
There's
Name
a couple of
a
them.
top brand candy bar.
Top brand. It's not Butterfinger. It's not Milky Way. It's not
Deloche.
Musketeers.
Deloche.
Ooh.
It's not. What is a candy bar? I'm trying to think.
Johnny, I
Snickers?
shouldn't have even asked you the bonus question because now you're killing your perfect score.
Well, the bonus question doesn't do anything.
This is a
He's
bonus
not
question.
Are you not a
There
candy
is
guy?
no-
I'll
mean,
want me to tell
Are
you
those
what I
all
know.
what they-
Yeah.
So in 1923, the Milky Way was created by Frank C. Mars.
Yeah.
And then in 1930, he created Snickers. And then 1937, Three Musketeers. So all three of those are from Minnesota.
Oh, they're from Pennsylvania.
No, it says.
So I literally just got the answers right, but instead of getting them wrong, I said not in front of them when I said all three of those.
Yeah, you did.
I
you
literally
said all
said,
three.
it's not Milky Way, it's not Snickers. Just edit out me saying not.
Yeah. Then you got wow,
Three
Johnny,
Musketeers.
you nailed it.
Milky Way.
I'm thinking like Pearson's Nut Roll, which is like,
What is it?
Oh.
Can you still get those?
yeah. You
What
can only
is
get 'em- It's just it's a
I haven't even heard of
freaking
it.
bunch of nuts around like a white nougat thing.
I've
It's
never even heard
it's
of it.
very
It's white nougat's weird.
it's definitely like a something like a grandma's like
Oh, is that
yeah,
what the heck were those white nougats with nuts in them? They were called something else. The Pearson.
Oh, you're talking about the thing that's like a. It's like a.
It's long.
It's like nougat.
Oh, you're thinking of like Charleston Chew, maybe?
No, but it's flat and it's
a cowtail.
No.
Cowtails are my favorite.
Yeah, they're
but the
good.
original
Nuts in it.
version,
It's
the,
like the
the
Italian
Goetzel's
candy or
cow
whatever.
eyes,
Wasn't a
bullseyes.
Mars bar.
You ever have those? A cowtail, but
mean-
it's a short and it's round. It's
Like
like
those bullseye things.
you know they're called bullseyes. It's before cowtail.
No, I don't know.
The original was
It's a
called a
short cow's
bullseye.
tail. It's the same thing
It's
as
a short
cow's
cow's
tail.
tail, but it's about this big
Oh, the bullseye.
and it's like this thick.
I don't know about it. No.
That's what a cow's tail
Okay.
originally turned
But
into.
you've never had a cow's tail?
I have, I
He
think.
he
That's
said
why-
cow's tail, but then
yeah.
I said, oh, you know,
It's
bullseye.
a caramel
original.
cream.
The carrot. It's got like the
Yeah.
white stuff instead of. Last actual bonus
Okay.
question. What is the name? Where'd it go? Oh crap.
He doesn't even know how.
No, I just want to.
Oh, maybe he's got real good periphery and he's reading
What?
the screen.
What Minnesota native stars in the Fallout TV series?
Is it not me?
No, it isn't. Not,
Name
it
one
isn't
Minnesota
not you.
native that stars in the Fallout.
It
TV
isn't
series.
not you.
So it's not a trick question?
No.
It's not
I
a
mean,
question. Name one Minnesota
Johnny
native.
Pemberton.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It's
Johnny
all-
Pemberton.
That'd be funny if he knew somebody else. And he's like, well, there's this
it's like-
person.
he's like, wait,
Ah,
somebody
Another-
else-
another-
Okay,
any
so-
co-stars from Minnesota on the
I
show
don't think so, no. I would think
Is
I
there
would know.
anybody from Minnesota on, like,
on TV?
I'm the
just in-
first
in
person
general?
from Minnesota to do anything.
Yeah, he left. They were busy making balls of twine
Yeah.
yeah.
in the Mississippi River, and he came out here.
And you're busting down the door on.
All right, let's try to
Soon to
blast
be
it.
hit
Now we know you're the smartest one in
Okay.
the room. We'll see if any of us can compete with you
I mean, I generally think
or Bob and
every
Seth at
guest
least.
is going to be smarter than us.
Who can name our national anthem? Don't say it, but who can
Name
name
it.
the name of the national anthem? Do you know the name of it?
The national
it-
anthem?
It's the Star
The Star
Spangled
Spangled
Banner.
I was
Banner?
gonna say
Yeah.
Star Spangled
Okay, you're all got it.
Who wrote it?
Who? Oh, I don't know who wrote it. You
I
know who
used
wrote
to
it?
know.
I think so.
George Washington.
No.
Francis Scott Key?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
Abraham
it
Lincoln.
was
Sorry.
something.
Labraham.
Abraham.
Abraham.
His cousin.
dude.
I love labor.
His cousin. All right. Johnny's very smart. Most popular drink in the world. Multiple choice. That isn't alcohol.
Water.
That isn't
I was gonna
alcohol.
say
Yeah, I was going to say water.
I mean, it is.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
according to this,
According to what? According to
Coke?
Coca-Cola.com?
Coke, coffee, or orange juice.
I would say it's coffee.
It's
Coffee.
Coke, baby.
It's coffee.
It's coffee because a lot of
I threw in Coke and
a
orange
lot of
juice.
European places don't
Also,
drink Coke.
Water probably is.
It's 100% water.
Because we need it, otherwise you die. But I think
Some of
choosing
these questions, I
flavor-wise-
always suspect the truth.
Coke
of
kind
the
of is
answer.
coffee in a way.
Yeah, caffeine.
Coffee is water
Sorry.
too, basically.
All
I
right.
mean, everything is water.
What does
Every
this is a hard one. What does HTTP stand for?
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Shut the heck up! How did you know
Because
that?
I just know all this stuff.
I did not know. Did you
What
know
about,
that?
No, I just know all.
What does
that
URL
stuff, he
stand
says.
for?
Uh,
Uniform Resource Locator.
I had no idea.
Do you know what IRL stands for?
In real life?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What does
You
.com stand
idiot.
for?
Do you know what
What do you
does
mean
.com
.com?
stand for?
Like COM, what does that stand for?
computer.
Communications?
Yeah.
I think it's
don't know.
computer, isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
Because in England it's .co.uk.
Because that's oh yeah, computer. It still stands for computer, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe it
what
does
means.
communications.
I don't know.
I don't
Audience,
either.
let us know, what does .com stand for? .co.
You can ask the internet webs.
I'm not sure if we're running out of time, so I'm gonna buzz through
Oh, we
these.
are. We're always running out of time.
The hottest. What does that say, Seth?
I can't look.
Oh wait, hottest planet in the solar system.
Oh.
Anyone
I
know?
think it's gonna be
The one your mom's on.
It's gonna be Mercury.
This feels like a trick question
I don't
because
know.
The hottest planet?
According to the internet, the hottest temperature-wise planet.
That's
is
the one
our
closest to
solar
the
system.
sun, right?
Wouldn't that be us?
well, that's what you would think, but then there's gonna be some loophole like, oh, there's a storm in the center of Jupiter that's like some million degrees
know.
or something.
yeah.
My guess is Mercury.
Mercury.
I said Venus.
What do you say?
Earth.
Nope. That's right. It's Venus.
Venus.
Yeah, it's the hottest one apparently.
Fuck that shit.
What
Yeah, I
does
don't believe that.
BMW stand for?
Bavarian Motor.
Bavarian
Works.
Motor Works.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay. You guys get points.
Yeah,
It is
Bavarian
Bavarian
Motor-
Motor Works.
Bavarian.
Do
Bavarian.
you know what they made before cars? Bonus question.
They made
Airplane.
airplane engines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engines. I guess.
Same with Saab.
Do you know that
Oh, yeah.
the symbol of the BMW symbol is a spinning propeller?
Oh, interesting.
That's what
Yeah,
that's
that's
supposed
right.
to
I
symbolize.
remember
that.
Are you
It's,
serious?
Yeah, that's what that
That's
means.
cool.
I learned that when I have an old BMW.
I mean, it makes
when I
sense. It's
got
like-
it.
What
Yeah.
year is it?
1970.
Oh, damn.
You know the 2002? You ever seen that?
Absolutely.
You see my short film, the orange one? You know Phoebe Neidhart? You ever seen that?
I think I've
I
seen
think
it.
I might talk
You've
to you
seen
about it.
2002s are cool.
That's
That's why
what
you
that
got
car
it.
is.
We're
That's
super
02.
cool. It's the
Yeah.
17th iteration of the 2002.
Wow.
Well, he's saying I've had 4 of them.
Oh, really?
I'm keeping this one now. I sell them because I
Let's
need to
not
make money
get
to
into
make
that.
a short
I
film.
want to get an old
I hate
944
myself, and
Porsche
it's the
like, from the
shittiest
90s.
Oh, you like
Oh, that'd be
those?
cool.
Yeah.
I like old Porsches.
Our friend had one of those.
You know,
All right.
if someone wants to buy a 95 Mercedes.
Do I know anyone?
Yeah.
I would think you wouldn't have a hard time selling that. LA is.
Yeah,
loves
but I want to
old
sell. I don't want to
Mercedes.
like give it away.
You know
I don't want-
Ron Babcock?
Yeah.
He
Oh, that's right,
he
yeah.
sold one a couple years ago. Maybe he's in the market.
Okay. I
He
got one.
loved that car. I don't know
I
if
love
was
it
the
too,
same-
but
Great
I-
condition.
It's in pretty good condition. Has pretty low miles too.
What model?
It's a E300 diesel.
Ooh, diesel.
Yeah.
Mandy Moore, I learned this 10 years ago or more. She had a diesel
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes, and she switched the whole thing to electric by putting all car batteries in the
Did she do it?
trunk. A place in San
Yeah,
Diego.
she did it herself.
A place in San Diego did it.
It's like,
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, people
how you
get
doing?
real mad about
I
that.
mean, that's
when
what a
you- when you
Prius
make-
battery is too. It's just a bunch of linked 12
Yeah.
volts.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to do that now. You can buy an old Porsche body and have a Tesla motor put into it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
really?
Which
Oh,
is,
that's
you know, it's
cool.
kind of fun, but also it's the same cost as buying a Tesla, and also
Yeah.
Or more.
if
Looks
you need
cooler,
a fix,
though,
you gotta
in my
go
opinion.
find this guy again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's where he
Still
gets
in
you.
town.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
$600 an hour.
Gotta find Kevin and Jason. You know where the fuck they live.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Random.
Don't say if you know it, but get it in your head. What country invented tea? Siberia, England, China.
China.
Siberia's a
China.
country?
Oh, that's a continent.
Siberia is a region
No,
in
it-
Russia.
isn't it?
not?
Russia, right?
I thought it was a country,
I
Siberia.
think it's part of Russia.
Oh, is it?
It's the.
I just
it's
threw
the
that
Ru-
in there.
It's
as a
like the
fault-
Russian
as-
wing.
Oh.
Do it in there.
That's
Siberia,
that's
China,
my
and
error.
what?
Or England.
Oh, this is obvious.
It's China.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that one.
All
It's
the
an
tea
easy
in
one.
China, baby.
Ooh,
I'm
well,
trying to make some not so hard.
You don't have to make them that easy.
What bone are babies born without?
Ooh.
Oh,
Penal bone.
Don't say it if you know it. Get it
I'm
ready,
thinking of that too.
get it ready in your head. Get it ready in
the
your head.
bone hair.
I
What
don't-
bone they're born?
I've heard
I
this
have
before, but I
bone.
don't know what it is. The skull.
They got no skull. They're born.
Their
Or it's
skull
not
is
formed.
soft.
It's
Their
not
skull is
formed,
soft,
yeah.
but it
They have
is
a
skull.
fontanelle. They have a
What
hole.
bone?
That's-
Oh yeah, there's a hole and it
bone's still
closes
there.
or whatever.
What bone?
Helen's
did not
didn't
have?
close all the way.
Really? It's still open?
Man,
Wow.
Just a little bit, I guess.
That's crazy.
I didn't know this is a
Is that your
thing.
brain?
Yeah, I didn't know either until
Thinking like what bone?
making this quiz.
Is it like one of the weird ones
I
in
wonder
your neck?
if the
Is
audience.
it,
gotta-
is it a
you know,
normal one
I
or is it
gotta-
one of those
Like
weird
clavicle or something.
It's a common bone that you think about a lot.
No, it's not really.
I mean, it's one of the ones you don't. It's not like a weird random one, like a weird internal rib.
Like the
Can you
one
grab
in
us?
your
How
neck?
big is it?
I'll tell you this: you have 2 of them,
You have 2
and
of
it's
them?
not
The
huge.
kidney bone.
It's an essential bone for transportation.
It's a foot bone.
It's not like a tibia, is it?
No,
Your
no.
heel
You're
bone.
born
Higher.
in.
Up higher on the body than the foot.
Kneecaps.
Kneecaps.
I was.
Those are
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're not born.
The
kneecap.
patella.
I don't know what. How does it form? Does it form as you're going?
That's crazy.
Probably,
I didn't know that.
probably
Technical
because it
thing,
kind of
too.
floats in there, so it
Yeah.
has to be made after.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah, I
either.
didn't
I
know
thought
that either. It
well,
made
damn,
sense.
I learned something.
There you go.
Without
Is
reading.
that the end?
Without reading too. No,
Without
we got
reading.
two, 3 more. All right, we're gonna
Uh-oh.
wrap
All
it
right,
up.
we gotta
after
wrap
that.
it up. We're getting the light
Oh, yeah, we're getting
the light flicker.
What What mammal is born without? This is rapid fire. What mammal is born without vocal cords? A beaver, a sloth, or a giraffe?
Beaver.
They all have vocal cords? Those things have vocal cords?
Beaver.
Oh, you got to pick one.
I don't hear any of those animals talking
It's
ever.
definitely a sloth.
Beaver, sloth. What do you say? Beaver, sloth,
What
or
was the
giraffe?
third?
Giraffe.
I'm going with giraffe.
Giraffe is correct.
All
Johnny's
right.
Man, why is their neck too long?
They just don't have vocal cords.
I
Yeah,
was
maybe-
born with vocal
maybe because
cords.
they're
I'm a
too long.
giraffe.
Next
That's
question.
true. What country consumes the most chocolate? Switzerland, Belgium, America.
America.
What do you say, Johnny?
I think, was it this just in general, pounds or per capita?
I think it's just
It's either
It's
Switzerland.
gotta be
It's got to be
America.
Switzerland or America.
most
think
in
it's-
the year.
I think it's Belgium.
It's Switzerland.
You're telling me that Switzerland eats? That's bullshit.
More like chocolate bars, I think.
That's bullshit.
Like actual chocolate.
I do not
Not
believe-
like chocolate American
What is the
cakes.
population of America is like
Hey,
70 times
ask the
more than
database.
Switzerland.
Maybe
That's
they-
what I'm saying. Some of these questions, I
That
don't
is
know.
definitely.
well, the audience can maybe.
All right, last
chime in
question.
And say, this is the last question. How many
Don't-
eyes do bees have?
I saw this by accident.
Oh, I don't know. It's
No,
like
you don't
it's like
answer that.
30 something,
I bet
isn't
it's
it?
16.
36.
Closest one out of you two gets it correct. Closest to the
So
real
that doesn't.
number.
Seth doesn't know numbers, so he doesn't.
That-
Get
I
Seth
know
saw
it.
the answer.
I saw the answer.
Okay, what is it?
He's gonna bow out. So what did you say?
16.
And you said
36.
it's 5. So Johnny wins.
Oh.
He was
Ooh,
closer.
the price is right.
What?
Right.
Wait, where's the oddball
Bing, bing, bing,
eyeball?
bing, bing. Johnny is the
I know,
smartest
where's the
person that has
fifth
been on
Yes!
the show
Yeah, there's
by
two.
miles.
What?
By
But
miles.
this is like all like
Would you-
smartness of. Do you know some facts about the dumbest shit in the
Yeah.
world?
Common knowledge is, I
Yeah.
think, the theme of
Like what
the theme
URL
of the most.
stands for?
You have a
Yeah.
lot of
Dumb
common
one,
knowledge in your head.
I guess I do have a lot of dumb stuff I remember from.
handy.
You're
though.
smart
Cool.
though.
It's handy.
I'm not that smart. I have smart friends who are a lot smarter.
Hey, do you know any geniuses? We're trying to have a genius on the podcast.
Yeah, do you
My
know what
sister?
genius?
Like an
Your sister?
actual.
Yeah, she's in Mensa.
Does she live in Minnesota?
No,
L.A.?
no,
Oh.
she lives in.
This is why you know all the answers.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's it
If
like?
she's ever
I
out
don't know what
here,
it's like being a
tell her,
genius in
come on.
Wisconsin is.
I think. I mean, she's a genius, but it's like, you ever met a genius?
No, that's the whole point of having.
They're really like
You
I don't
probably
think
have.
I
They
have.
just
really
like,
unique.
they're just like board games and shit.
Yeah,
like most
yeah.
geniuses are boring.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a
solving.
we're gonna get a Craigslist genius.
Prodigy is different than a genius.
Yeah, we want to get a Craigslist genius.
You want a
Someone
prodigy.
says they're a genius.
Prodigies.
You want someone
prodigy
who
of
like
what?
can't make eye contact, but will like.
Oh yeah, like a kid
You
that can
know.
just play piano when they're a fetus or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. That happens.
This is
That happens.
A savant,
A savant.
a savant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Virtuoso.
But then they, usually savants aren't the best at social skills.
right?
True.
Like a Glenn Gould type.
Is he
I've heard that name.
I think he was considered a. I don't know if he was a savant or not, but he was.
like a virtuoso or
Yeah.
something, a prodigy.
I think he's cool.
Do you still stream? on
Yeah, I
Twitch?
started doing it again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I started doing it up art. Yeah, I just started like last week doing it again
What do you stream on?
on Twitch.
Johnny
What's your
Pemberton.
handle, dude?
Oh, it's Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to tell every
Yeah.
audience because we have a streaming audience that likes streaming.
Yeah, I do a lot of
Johnny's
phone calls
rated
now.
me. I've rated
you
Phone
Johnny.
calls?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, you
like,
do phone
I mean,
calls?
I would say they're prank phone calls, but they're not really like pranking so much as I'm just wasting someone's time.
Yeah.
by
Calling to
being
get information
Very
out of
nice.
someone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
People you don't know?
It's a nice.
Usually, I
prank.
like to call the Midwest and pretend that I
Are you
have
in
a,
character when you're doing it?
Oh, I'm always calling like, "Hey, sweetheart, we got a look. I got tasked with putting together this bachelor party. We got a bunch of guys coming in who they want to do a pickle eating contest at the restaurant. We just want to check and make sure you guys got enough pickle. You know, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
just weird
I like
things.
that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's
Well,
fun. I like to
watch
do it.
That's
Johnny's
like,
streams, everybody on Twitch. Johnny Pemberton is it?
Yeah,
the full name?
just my name, Johnny.
Nice.
It used to be something else.
I mean, that's hard to spell, I bet.
You can figure it. If you can't figure it out,
I can
don't
spell it.
watch.
I guess, guys, we can't watch.
You'll
P-E-B.
figure it out. Just start typing it. It'll come up.
P-E-M. I already spelled it wrong. P-E-M-B-E-R-T-O-N.
T-O-N.
Yeah, but how do you spell
Sounds
Johnny?
kinda-
J-O-H-N-N-Y.
It's not J-H-O-N-N-Y?
J-H. No, Johnny's
Yeah.
name J-H.
I have no
Oh,
vowels. I have,
I-E.
at least I have my vowels extracted.
J-H-N-Y?
J-H.
That's how they, like, kids born, like, in 2024 are spelling it.
J-H
Taking out the vowels.
J-H-N-N-Y-P-M-B-R-T-N.
Pemberton. Taking out all the vowels.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good handle. It's like an
I hate
Instagram
that when
handle.
I see that stuff like when the vowels are all gone or something. That's like, ugh.
I dig it.
Well, before our host does the actual intro, I will say check out Johnny on Fallout,
Yeah, watch it.
the new TV show on Amazon, and we'll go to his streams on Twitch, and also support our Patreon. Thanks for keeping the show going. And Johnny, you can do the real outro now.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Volume. We're here every week. You can check us out all over the internet. Be sure to check out our sponsor page. It's www.oursponsorpage.net and buy a ton of things through our special affiliate link on Amazon, where you can get 10% off all your purchases regardless of sale price. Please visit the pet store we have online.
Pet store?
We got a lot of cool lizards that just came in from Thailand. You're going to love it. If you like lizards, you're going to love this. If you hate lizards, you're still going to love it because you don't have to buy them. Just take a look at the pictures of the lizards, okay? Thanks for listening.
Lizard pics are sick.
My name is Stephen Pisspot, and I'm happy to present to you all this cool shit I've got flowing through my body.
Nice. Perfect.
Wow, great outro.
That was a great outro.
Thank you,
Thank
Johnny.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Thank you.
everybody.